Boats have long carried deep symbolic meaning in mythology and literature, representing everything from transformation and passage to danger, divine intervention, and fate. Across cultures, boats serve as vehicles of both physical and spiritual journeys, often tied to themes of life, death, and the unknown. In many myths, boats symbolize transition and change. One of the most famous examples is the Greek myth of Charon, the ferryman of the underworld, who transports souls across the river Styx. This imagery of a boat carrying the dead to the afterlife is echoed in Egyptian mythology as well, where the sun god Ra travels through the underworld in his solar barque each night, battling chaos before rising again. Boats, in this context, represent the passage between realms, the movement between life and death, between the known and the unknowable. Similarly, in Norse mythology, ships are tied to honor and the afterlife. Viking warriors were often buried in ships or burned on funeral pyres aboard them, symbolizing their journey to Valhalla. The ship Naglfar, made from the nails of the dead, is prophesied to carry the forces of chaos during Ragnarok, reinforcing the idea of boats as harbingers of great change and destruction. Likewise, the god Freyr possesses the magical ship Skidbladnir, which always finds favorable winds and can be folded up when not in use, symbolizing divine guidance and adaptability. Beyond mythology, literature frequently uses boats as symbols of adventure, self-discovery, and fate. In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus's long and treacherous journey home is marked by various encounters at sea, with his ship serving as both a means of escape and a test of resilience. In Herman Melville's Moby Dick, the Pequod represents obsession and doom, carrying its crew toward their fated end. Similarly, in Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, the raft functions as a symbol of freedom, drifting Huck and Jim away from societal constraints. Boats can also symbolize divine intervention. In the biblical story of Noah's Ark, the boat is a vessel of salvation, preserving life through a great flood. This mirrors flood myths found in Mesopotamian stories, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, where a boat ensures the survival of humanity. In both cases, the boat is a symbol of divine will and protection. The idea of boats as sacred vessels extends to Hindu mythology, where the god Vishnu, in his fish avatar Matsya, rescues humanity from a great flood by guiding a boat to safety. On a more psychological level, boats are often metaphors for human existence itself, adrift on the sea of life, vulnerable to fate's changing tides. They can represent isolation, as seen in Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea, where the protagonist battles the ocean alone, or unity, as in stories where crews must work together to navigate treacherous waters. The unpredictability of the sea mirrors the uncertainties of life, making the boat a symbol of both vulnerability and perseverance. Ultimately, boats in mythology and literature serve as powerful symbols of transition, transformation, and destiny. Whether guiding souls to the afterlife, carrying heroes through trials, or representing freedom and survival, they remind us that life itself is a journey, one that is shaped by the waters we navigate, the storms we endure, and the course we choose to set.